Pinus nigra. The Austrian pine or black pine is a moderately variable species of pine, occurring across southern Mediterranean Europe from Spain to the eastern Mediterranean on Anatolian peninsula of Turkey and on Corsica, Cyprus, including Crimea, and in the high mountains of the Maghreb in North Africa. Distribution: Pinus nigra is a tree of the Mediterranean forests, woodlands, and scrub biome. The majority of the range is in Turkey. It is found in the higher elevations of the South Apennine mixed montane forests ecoregion in southern Italy and the Tyrrhenian Adriatic, Sclerophyllus a mixed forest ecoregion in Sicily. There are remnant populations in the Mediterranean conifer and mixed forests ecoregion, and in the higher Atlas Mountains in Morocco and Algeria. It is found at elevations ranging from sea level to 2,000 meters, most commonly from 250 to 1,600 meters. Several of the varieties have distinct English names. It has naturalized in parts of the Midwestern states of the U.S., normally south of the normal native ranges of native pines. Description: Pinus nigra is a large coniferous evergreen tree, growing to 20 to 55 meters high at maturity and spreading to 20 to 40 feet wide. The bark is gray to yellow-brown, and is widely split by flaking fissures into scaly plates, becoming increasingly fissured with age. The leaves are thinner and more flexible in western populations. The ovulate and pollen cones appear from May to June. The mature seed cones are 5 to 10 centimeters long, with rounded scales. They ripen from green to pale gray buff or yellow buff in September to November, about 18 months after pollination. The seeds are dark gray, 6 to 8 millimeters long, with a yellow buff wing 20 to 25 millimeters long. They are wind dispersed when the cones open from December to April. Maturity is reached at 15 to 40 years. Large seed crops are produced at 2 to 5 year intervals. Pinus nigra is moderately fast-growing, at about 30 to 70 centimeters per year. It usually has a rounded conic form that becomes irregular with age. The tree can be long-lived, with some trees over 500 years old. It needs full sun to grow well, is intolerant of shade, and is resistant to snow and ice damage. Taxonomy: the species is divided into 2 subspecies, each further subdivided into 3 varieties. Some authorities treat several of the varieties at subspecific rank, but this reflects tradition rather than sound taxonomy, as the distinctions between the taxa are small. Subspecies P. nigra subsp. nigra in the east of the range, from Austria, northeast and central Italy, east to the Crimea and Turkey. Needles stout, rigid, 1.5 to 2 millimeters diameter, with 3 to 6 layers of thick-walled hypodermal cells. P. nigra subsp. Nigra var. Nigra Austria, Balkans. P. nigra subsp. Nigra var. Karamanica, Turkey, Cyprus, southern Greece. P. nigra subsp. Nigra var. Italica, central Italy. P. nigra subsp. Nigra var. Palasiana, Crimea. P. nigra subsp. Salzmanii in the west of the range, from southern Italy to southern France, Spain and North Africa. Needles slender, more flexible, 0.8 to 1.5 millimeters diameter, with 1 to 2 layers of thin-walled hypodermal cells. P. nigra subsp. Salzmanii var. Salzmanii, Pyrenees, southern France, northern Spain. P. nigra subsp. Salzmanii var. Corsicana, Corsica, Sicily, southern Italy. P. nigra subsp. Salzmanii var. Mauritania, Morocco, Algeria. Ecology. In Mediterranean Europe and the Anatolian peninsula, trees usually associated with this species include Scots pine, Serbian spruce, Bosnian pine, Norway spruce, Taurus cedar, European silver fir and related firs. Several species of juniper and various broadleaf trees are associates. Climate and provenance. The eastern P. nigra subsp. Nigra exhibits greater winter frost hardiness than the western P. nigra subsp. Salzmanii. Different provenances of varieties are adapted to different soil types. Austrian and Pyrenees origins grow well on a wide range of soil types. Corsican origins grows poorly on limestone, while Turkish and Crimean origins grow well on limestone. Most provenances also show good growth on podzolic soils. Cultivation. Lumber. The timber of European black pine is similar to that of Scots pine and red pine, being moderately hard and straight grain. It does however tend to be rougher, softer and not as strong, due to its faster growth. It is used for general construction, fuel, and in paper manufacture. In the United Kingdom, Pinus nigra is important both as a timber tree and in plantations. Recently, however, serious problems have occurred with red band needle blight disease caused by the fungus Dodhystroma septosephorum, resulting in a major recent decline in forestry planting there. In the United States it is of low importance as a timber species. In regard to Austrian pine, the fungus Dodhystroma septosephorum is widespread and rapidly spreading out of control throughout the United States. All now growing Austrian pine are expected to be killed by this disease. It is out of control and not recommended for landscaping, especially in groups or rows. Ornamental usage. In the US and Canada, the European black pine is planted as a street tree, and as an ornamental tree in gardens and parks. Its value as a street tree is largely due to its resistance to salt spray and various industrial pollutants, and its intermediate drought tolerance. In the UK, the tree is planted as an ornamental tree in parks and gardens. It is planted with great success as far north as Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. In both the US and UK, most of the specimens planted are from Austrian sources. The Pinus nigra subsp. Nigra and Pinus nigra subsp. Nigra var. Nigra seed selections. In the late 1950s and early 1960s, when demand for natural trees was extremely high, its rapid growth, deep green color and low cost made it briefly a popular Christmas tree, but the extreme length of the needle soon led to its fall from favor, and it has long since been abandoned in the US for that purpose. P. nigra is planted for windbreaks and shelter belts in the U.S., recommended for windbreaks in the northern Great Plains on medium to deep moist or upland soils. Invasive species. Pinus nigra has become naturalized in a few areas of the United States. In New Zealand it is considered an invasive species, a noxious weed, along with lodgepole pine and Scots pine, due to the habitat conversion nature in tussock grassland plant communities, shading out the native bunch grasses as the forest canopy develops.